Welcome to Dublin. I've just touched down at Dublin Airport. I'm here for the match tonight between St Patrick's Athletic and Bohemians. I love my Friday night Irish football. I've been to Dublin twice before. Once to see Shamrock Rovers versus Bohemians, and a second time to see Shelburne versus Bohemians. Bohemians always seem to be involved in these videos in some way, shape or form. I'm not a Bows fan, but that's just the way things play out. There's actually an Ireland playlist on the channel now. You can check out those two previous trips to Dublin, and you can also see my trips to Cork, Drogheda and north of the border to Belfast. If you like what you see, then please subscribe to the channel and also give the videos a like. Just helps the algorithm a bit. I've got 24 hours here, so the plan, as always, is a very simple one. During the day, we're going to check out the city, and then tonight, we're going to head to the match. Let's go catch the bus from outside and get going. We're starting off in West Dublin in Inchicore at the home of St Pat's Athletic since 1939, Richmond Park. Capacity of just over 5,000. Similar to some of these other stadiums we've seen around Ireland in previous videos, it's quite small, it's compact, maybe a little bit run down. Personally, I love it. The club was founded in 1929 and they have won 8 league titles and have never been relegated from the Irish Premier Division. There's also been recent success in the FAI Cup. They're 5-time winners of that, the most recent in 2021 and last season in 2023. I'd say that Pat's most famous former player is the great centre-back Paul McGrath, who started his career here before moving on to play for Manchester United, Aston Villa and for the Ireland national team at 2 World Cups. Obviously Dublin is a huge tourist destination, but I feel like I've never really done any of the massively touristy things, so I think today it's time to put that right. Forgive me if you live in Dublin and you're sick of all these tourists coming here and doing these things, but today I've got to tick those boxes. It's about time I did it. So what I've done is I've booked onto a walking tour, so let's head into there now and go and check that out. Just finished the tour. That was absolutely brilliant. It was great to see some of the things that I should have seen years ago, really. The guide was a guy called Connor and he was absolutely brilliant, really charismatic, knew everything about Irish history and Dublin, so he was the perfect person to take us around. Worked our way around some of the main sites like Trinity College, Dublin Castle, and ended up at the Dublin Gardens, and there was a great lookout point over that as well, which Connor recommended to us. There was loads of other little stops that we made along the way, and we were told stories about various things, going off on all these different tangents. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. With it being a walking tour now, I've worked up quite the appetite, so the next plan of action is to find somewhere to have some food. I walked past a chippy and the smell was just too much for me to resist, so I've gone in there and got myself fish and chips. It looks absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to eat this, although there are quite a lot of seagulls circling, so I'm a little bit worried about that. What a location as well to eat it. We're at St Patrick's Cathedral, so it couldn't be any more appropriate given tonight's game. I think the only thing left for me to do before we head to the match is to talk you through how much this trip cost me. Again, I'm going to do it in pounds, so get your currency converter app of choice ready. The flights from Manchester to Dublin were £50 return, pretty good value there. The accommodation, so one night in Dublin, was £37. Again, not too bad. Dublin's normally really expensive for accommodation. The walking tour was tips based only, so there was no flat fee, but I tipped £20, which I think is pretty reasonable. This amazing fish and chips cost me £12, and lastly, the match ticket came to £16. It was actually €17 and then a €2 admin fee on top of that. I'm not sure what that €2 admin fee was for. I've not come across it before with any of the other Irish games I've been to. I bought the ticket online through the website and it was just an e-ticket that was emailed to me, so not sure where that €2 admin fee has gone. It's not a huge amount in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, a little bit weird. So that comes to a grand total of £135. As always, the goal with these trips is to get them for under £200 all in, so we've come well under budget with this one. So I hope you found that informative. There's only one thing left to do now. Let's head to the match. And as I suspected this morning, it's an absolute groundhopper's dream. I'm in one of the terrace sections running the length of the pitch, and there is a river behind this stand. You can see it flowing behind. It's amazing. And you're so close to the pitch. Give the groundsman a round of applause, because that surface is gorgeous. This stadium is beautiful as well. And this evening, it's a really nice evening too. In terms of current form, Pats are pretty much comfortably mid-table. Bows are hovering just above the relegation zone, but they've got a bit of a buffer between them and the two teams in the relegation zone. I'm pretty sure it's a sellout today. I can't wait for this one. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Okay, so I've settled on the seating section behind the goals. I think that's going to be my best view of the match. It turns out that opposite me is the away end. So that terrace behind the goal over there, that's all Bows fans, and they've also got a little bit of this main stand in the corner over there. Teams are out, pyro and flags from the Pats Ultras looking great over there. This place is packed. Really looking forward to this one. Kick off, let's go. Half-time 0-0, absolutely no idea how there's been no goals in this game. There's been loads of chances, it's been a really good game too. St. Pat's in particular have played some really good stuff. There was one header that they had that I was right in front of and it went right in the corner. I have absolutely no idea how that stayed out. It's one of the best saves I think I've ever seen. Incredible save from the goalkeeper, unreal. This game definitely deserves some goals, and also I want to see the fans celebrate. It's absolutely packed out in here today. They're making a good atmosphere, but they just need that goal to kick things really into life. Fingers crossed some goals in the second half. Full time here at Richmond Park, St. Patrick's Athletic 0, Bohemians 0. Ordinarily I'll be disappointed with no goals, but it's been an absolutely brilliant game, and there is one reason why this game finished 0-0. The Bohemians goalkeeper, absolutely incredible performance. One of the saves he made in the first half is genuinely one of the best saves I've ever seen in all my time going to football. It was outrageous, and he made 2 or 3 sensational ones after that. Absolutely brilliant. He has earned himself a drink tonight. Capacity crowd of 5,000 here today. Irish football is just growing and growing all the time. They just need to bring these stadiums up to spec to match these fans. You can't beat these Friday night football games in Ireland, and I will be back for another one very soon. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.